Let's cover some tips for move up buyers, right? So you're in this market right now. You want to purchase. You see how stressful it is. You see how challenging it is, but you're still going to do it anyway. The first thing you want to think about doing is something called a home of choice contingency. So this contingency says that a buyer could put your house under contract right now. You will have a contingency that says that you won't move forward with the deal until you find a home. Now, the time period for this varies. You could choose how long it's going to be, but this gives you the peace of mind that, hey, look, I've locked in a buyer. Now I can go shopping. And sometimes it takes some of our buyer clients 3, 4, 5 deals they'll lose before they win a deal. So let's say that if it takes you 4 or 5 deals to lose in this market, that's like a month of looking for houses. Home of choice contingency is something that will give you some peace of mind. Next thing to think about is like a 60-day rent back. So let's say you're not able to get a home of choice contingency, right? So a buyer isn't willing to agree to those terms. And it's very common for buyers to object to this. We just had a client who's going to close in a couple of weeks. The seller tried to get us to sign a home of choice contingency, and we rejected that offer because it's risky for the buyer, right? So the buyer is just in limbo land until you decide to buy a home, and you could say that you're not going to buy a home. And so now the buyer has wasted time on the market. So the next thing you could do is you could do a 60-day rent back. When you put your house on the market, you'll receive a lot of offers. And as you can see, the market's hot right now. Getting the buyer to agree to give you a 60-day rent back gives you essentially 3 months to secure a property, right? So you have 30 days that the property is going to take to close, and you have 60 days, so 2 additional months for your rent back period. 3 months should be enough time for you to secure a property. If you're hesitant about this strategy, another thing you could do is you can do an extended closing. So instead of you doing a 30-day closing, do a 60-day closing paired with a 60-day rent back. That gives you 4 months to complete your transaction. I don't know too many people it took 4 months to do a deal, so that should work for you, right? Third thing you want to do is you want to get pre-approved before you list your home. Because things are going to move very fast, much faster than you probably are expecting. You don't have to deal with getting your paperwork in order with the lender so that you could make offers yourself. Okay, so get pre-approved, fully pre-approved. So that means sending all your documents to the lender. That means sending your bank statements, taxes, verifying your place of employment, everything to the lender before you put your home on the market, so that when your home comes on the market and things start to feel like they're moving faster than you anticipated, you are prepared. The last thing, and I left it last for a reason, is called a bridge loan. Now, these bridge loans are interesting, okay? So a bridge loan is where a lender will actually give you or make a loan to you for you to purchase a home before you've even sold your property, right? So you secure a property, put it under contract, you close on it, and then you sell your property afterwards. Again, I know to a lot of people, this is going to sound like an amazing deal. Well, this deal is expensive. There are usually higher fees tied to the loan. There's also usually a higher interest rate as well. And lastly, you have to pay that money back within a year. Now, a year is more than enough time to sell any property in Northern Virginia. So unless you have like a plus $1 million property, okay? So just want to make sure we give that caveat. And if you have a $3 million property, let me know. My contact information is down below. But yeah, so a year is more than enough time to secure your next property. And so that product is available. It's called a bridge loan. Highly recommended if you have a lot of resources, if you also are risk adverse, right? So if you're removing risk from an equation, you usually have to pay for that. And that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're ready to start the home buying process, there's a link in the description to the Perfect Home questionnaire. Fill out that form and we will schedule a time to meet online via Zoom to answer any and all of your questions. And I will see you all on the next video. Peace.